But, and this is a huge but, that superpower has a crippling cost. Take a look at this. The complexity is O of n squared, or quadratic. What does that mean in plain English? If you double the length of your input, you don't just double the computation, you quadruple it. Double it again, and it's 16 times the work. You can see how this spirals out of control, right? This is the infamous quadratic bottleneck, and it's the reason why feeding a transformer a novel is just not going to happen. It's computationally and financially just way too expensive.
So that quadratic bottleneck was a brick wall. And smart people, when they hit a brick wall, don't just keep banging their heads against it. They look for a different way around. And that brings us to a completely different approach, Mamba. Mamba is built on something called a state space model, or SSM. Now, instead of that crazy all-to-all comparison, an SSM works a lot more like, well, like you and me reading a sentence. It goes through the text one token at a time. As it reads, it keeps this compressed little summary in its head, a state of everything it's seen so far. The key here is that it's just updating that state with each new token, and that simple change completely transforms the complexity. It's not quadratic anymore. It's linear, or O of n. Double the text, you roughly double the work. Game changer.
But Mamba isn't just any old SSM. The real magic is in its key innovations. The big one is something called selective state spaces. This is brilliant. It makes the model's parameters dependent on the input it's seeing right now. This gives it the power to dynamically decide, on the fly, okay, this piece of information is super important, I'll keep it, or you know what, this detail isn't relevant anymore, I can forget it. And they designed this whole thing to be super efficient, to run incredibly fast on modern GPUs.